In today's video, we're going to be talking about the downfall of DStv. So we're going to answer different questions and determine whether DStv does have a downfall or not. So first question, DStv, you remove all my favorite channels. Why? Now keep in mind that I don't work for DStv as I'm answering all these questions. These are theories, okay? So let's answer the first question. Now the reason why DStv removes your favorite channels is simply because of the concept of contracts. If you don't know what a contract is, read it on the screen or Google it, okay? Now for contracts, we have long-term contracts and short-term contracts. Long-term are the ones that last for years, and short-term are the ones that last for maybe like less than a year. Now, when a contract is about to finish, it's very possible that it can be renewed depending on what was agreed upon by DStv and the distributor, the people who basically give DStv content. And if that contract should expire before it gets renewed, then that channel is gone. That is, unless both DStv and the distributor can come up with another contract that they can both agree on. A contract can also be opted out from depending on if that opting out is part of the clause. The next question is this. DStv keeps on repeating the same movies over and over again, the same content, the same TV shows over and why? What's going on? I don't want to watch DStv again. Now let me explain why DStv does that. It's simply because they lack content. Now, while DStv may be looking for new content, they basically have to keep on repeating the old content that they already have in order to suffice while they're looking for new content. That's why you see the same movies, the same like TV shows. Like one day I was going through Twitter and I saw this post and someone was like, DStv repeats regular shows so much that they know the whole thing by heart. Like, isn't that crazy? Okay, so let's move on to our next question. Why is it that I have to wait for how many months before DStv releases new episodes of my favorite show? I've already gone online. I've seen everything of that show. Like, what's going on? Why is DStv taking time? Now, I understand your concern. Like, it happens to me as well. Like, there are shows that I've seen online. I've already watched everything. And DStv is still in the old season. Like, it's so messed up. Now, there's a reason for this. Well, DStv needs to get the rights to actually be able to show the next season of your favorite show. Now, to get the rights to actually show all these shows that they do on DStv is expensive. And also, they may have to even, like, vet the series, like, showing like season 2 of the show. They have to watch everything first before they actually broadcast it out. And in fact, they may not even be allowed to even show the other season of your favorite show because maybe now that the people who created the show may not allow anyone to distribute that show any further to other countries until a certain date. Okay, so our next question is this. DStv is so expensive. My God, why is it so expensive? Netflix is cheaper. Why? What's going on? It's quite simple. DStv is expensive because, well, things like inflation, to keep their service, like, there's so many factors. Like, I can't even explain them all. Like, that's why DStv is expensive. You need to consider that, like, for them to maintain the service that they already have, it's getting so expensive. Like, it's crazy. Like, things aren't easy for everyone, like, the economy is hard. Okay, so let's move on to our next question. Someone says, there's no anime on DStv. There's no Adult Swim. There's no Korean drama. What's going on? Why? Now, DStv once did have an anime channel, and DStv has shown some adult cartoon stuff like that you would see on Adult Swim, such as Boondocks or Family Guy or Bob's Burgers, South Park, Futurama, and the rest goes on. They've actually shown some of these things on DStv before. But the main problem with making these types of channels overall is it going to perform well? There are other problems like, getting the rights that cost money, getting a distributor who will actually be able to distribute the content to DStv and so on. Those are one of the problems. But even if that was not the issue, the main issue is it going to perform well overall? As I said earlier, DStv once did have an anime channel, but however, that anime channel suffered from lack of views, despite the fact that that anime channel actually had a good lineup of shows, like a really good one. I remember that channel, but then they just removed it and they replaced it with Sony Max. Okay, someone is asking another question and it says, why aren't Netflix shows and shows from other streaming services on DStv, like Netflix and so on? Why are they not on DStv? Now, the answer is actually pretty simple and straightforward. It lies with the contract. Now, the contract that Netflix may make with anyone who's giving them content is that content may not be allowed to actually go outside of Netflix at all, or maybe for a certain period of time. Now, the final question here is, would DStv have a downfall? Now, yes, it will have a downfall, but not immediately. As you know, all good things must die. Like, it doesn't matter. All good things are going to die. At some point, DStv is going to fizzle out. We don't know when, but it could happen. But right now, DStv isn't going anywhere. Forget that you're hearing that they're losing millions of dollars or millions of rand or billions of naira. People still use DStv. There are still households that have DStv. There are still businesses like restaurants and hotels that still have DStv, and even offices too. People still make use of them despite that their content may not be the same as it was before. Even if the price of DStv should increase, even if they keep on removing lots of our favorite shows, people are still going to use DStv. Like, for me personally, I still have a DStv decoder in my house, but I don't watch it. Like, my family does. They watch it, but I don't watch it at all. I can live without it because I have other places where I can watch my content that I like much better than DStv. But tell me, do you like DStv? Or you don't like DStv? Comment below, and if you have any other questions, comment below as well. So bye.